I am starting a new crochet project. This is going to be a cardigan for me. It's the bookshelf cardigan. I will leave a picture here to show you the basis. I am nervous how this color palette is going to turn out. I did want to pick colors that I enjoy and look good in, but I don't know if they'll really translate well to the whole bookshelf look. We will see. Hopefully, I don't have to undo it because I don't like reusing used yarn. I love having fresh skeins and that they work for the project they're meant for. So what we have here is Wool of the Andes worsted weight. This is the color Spruce. This is the color Holly Berry. This is Pumpkin. It looks more gold to me, but okay. This one is Haze Heather. And the bulk of what we have is Amethyst Heather. That is just a gorgeous purple. So I'm hoping I have enough yarn. I don't know if I do. I was hoping I bought initially this and was deciding what to do with it. And then when I decided on this project, I needed other colors. So I mostly got 2 of everything and 3 of this because this will be the shelves, this will be the back, and these are going to be like the books and stuff. So hopefully it works out. Wish me luck. I will show you when I get some progress and have anything worthwhile to show. Okay, not too far yet, but I thought this was a good point to show you. I have started the uh, first shelf and now have aligned all the colors. I decided to chop up bits and allocate it about the amount I think it might take. I'm now realizing it's probably too little on almost everything, but we will add on as we go. I like seeing this whole like work desk situation here. But yeah, that's all I have so far. So after a day's work, we have one shelf. My I kind of like how the stitching is for the books. It kind of creates a knit purl look, and then we go back into regular half double crochets, which I'm never a big fan of. Just plain half double crochets. My biggest error was with the cup. One, I did back loops only here by accident, or not back loops only. But I later realized I needed to be inserting below the third loop. Um, and also, why is it not coming out here? So I'm going to go later and like thread through to redefine it, but the books look good. I'm still worried about the colors. I'm not as worried as before. I think, okay, it does look like a bookshelf. And it's sort of like a, whoops, sorry, you're tipping over. But it kind of looks like a wizardy sort of maybe bookshelf, little mystical with the purple. So I think that does work. Um, I wonder if now if I should have gone a little more monochrome and done like white and black books or something and just kept it very purpley, kind of just in a same color scheme. But we'll see. We'll see when it works up because I think it'll look good. I'm just, will I really want to wear it? Is kind of where I'm at. We'll see. It's actually not using as much yarn as I expected so far, so that's good. This actually might last. The biggest deal, I meant to get a clip when I'm like, I had a tangle of yarn going through it, but I really have to keep clipping bits of yarn and retying them, so that's a bit of a headache, but so far so good. Okay, we are on day 2. We let's see, maybe you can see better like that. We have 2 of the shelves and the full back. So the full back is done. Um and I've started on the front panel. I was questioning a lot about the construction of this. Um But I guess it's just a very, very simple construction. It's using simple stitching. I actually was looking at the reference again, and I don't know if they mean for this stitching to happen, the knit and purl look on the books. It doesn't look like that in the reference, but I think that helps, at least for me. I like it because I do not like this half double crochet. It's not as bad as I usually dislike it, but I can tell it's going to stretch quite a bit. So yeah, eventually I'll likely rework this, maybe not this specific design, but the concept of a shelf cardigan or sweater and make it either my own, whether it be knit or crochet. I do want to revisit this. I am satisfied, I think, with the colors now that I'm seeing it come to fruition. Again, if I do a second one, I'll probably do more monochrome and do like just a modge podge of purples, grays, and blacks, I think. I would like that. I think I would prefer to wear that perhaps, but I don't think this is going to be as overwhelming in color as I was worried it was going to be. And it looks okay. It looks okay considering it is simple. Girls, stop it. Sorry. But considering that it is simple, I'm happy with it. I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to crochet stitches. At this point in my journey, I don't like simple, the basic stitches, the single crochet, the half double crochet, etc., except where they really just are well suited over any other. I prefer developing either some textures or something to provide a cleaner, more polished look, either of interest or just make it look more professional. So this is not that. This is definitely looking handmade. But I'm okay with that. This one, I'm okay with that. I wanted to try it. I am trying it. It's not, it's being surprisingly good with the yarn it's using up. I think I was worried I would need more of these, but I don't think I will. It looks like it will do. I have plenty of the purple, the dark purple, so there's no worry on that end. So yeah, I think I can finish this in the next week. It's been, what, 2 days? And I got a full back panel starting on a front panel. I'll probably at least do one of the front panels today. I'm not going to rush it at this point, but yeah. Oh, and I've consolidated my yarn into this little nice tray because it was getting out of hand everywhere. I have another project I'm working on that's also colorwork, so I had yarn just everywhere. I will insert picture here. But yeah, if I remember to do that. So yeah, that's the update for now. I'm talking too much. So until the next update. Quick update. I decided to go against the pattern because what I've incorporated stitch-wise into the back panel is having these kind of showing up. They're not on the bottom because I hadn't realized I wanted to do that before. This is part of a cat's tail. That's why it's there. This one's going to have a cat. I'm really excited how that's going to come out. And I'm realizing I've already made some adjustments to the stitches and things just because I wasn't either liking the way it was going or I misunderstood and ended up liking my misunderstanding. I don't like that's doing this. I'll probably do something about that later. But so I'm working bottom up on the panel and I'm going to sew it at the top so that for one, due to how I did the stitches would be upside down. And I don't like that the arrows in the knit looking part would be upside down. That's weird. and these would be very difficult to attain. I could attain one, I couldn't attain this one, which is, I think, the most critical one to define the shelf. So yeah, so I just established the books and everything, and we're going to work up into the cat and the rest of the books, and so hopefully I can get this done today. All right, little update time. Stop. I didn't get as far as I thought I would yesterday. I switched projects in the evening because I needed a break. Such a mess. And here you see me a little mid. This isn't even bad yet because I actually am trying to be careful with my yarns. But they can get quite tangly. I have not figured out how to just not do that and still be efficiently working. So we're on second shelf. Here's the first shelf. Here's our kitty. Oh, I think it's going to show this way. Yeah. So here's our kitty. Kitty's a little wonky in the head. I don't know what's going on here. I might go over again with some yarn just to clean that up because this is very nice. And then it just has very short stubby ears. I changed the ears because whatever they had in their version, for one, I don't think I understood what they wanted, so maybe it does look good, but it looked like little dog ears that went this way, which you can do, and I'm sure just because of the tail you'll get that as a cat, but I wanted pointy ears, so I adjusted that. First shelf done. I'll probably at least I probably will finish this today, but today is also the first day of I'm going back to school online with college. So I already submitted my first discussion post, which I did in advance over the weekend, but it's officially live today, so I could actually submit it. But I'm going to try to really get a good start because if I do that, when I'm losing steam later, it will pay off. So this is not important. This is just for me. This is not a commission or anything. And still so many feelings on the stitch. The half double crochet purple is it's fine, but it's so homemade. And I keep thinking, I was like, oh, I'll put I didn't since I illustrate picture books, I'm in a lot of author groups. I was like, well, I'll put it out there and I could do like commission art or commission cardigans. They can pick, their colors and I don't know, maybe even try to write their book on a title or something. I don't think I'll commit to that unless someone asks. But I was like, I could do that. But I was like, do I want to offer this? And no hate to the maker. This is a very nice pattern. At this point, I'm kind of just using their grid, which is most of the pattern. The pattern is not written out. It's mostly the grid with or like a graph, and within the little pixel boxes, it has some indications, and they have a little key box to tell you what those are supposed to mean. So this is the first one I have had that did that and did not also provide the written pattern, so you could also double check. I was like, okay, but what do they mean by this? Anyway, no hate to them. This is a fine cardigan. It's just not what I like, and this is not something I would like make and offer myself. But I am feeling lazy in regards to this design. I do not want to redo it at this time. I do want to redo it later. I do want to make it more refined. This is a homey feel. It's definitely cute, and I feel like as a family gift, I definitely would find it passable. But something about selling it irks me just because of what I consider um on par for what I sell. Again, this is just me. This is just my preferences. And so if I find it doesn't match my some of it is a level thing. These are the half double crochet is a kind of beginner stitch, and they are very useful. The basic stitches are useful for beginners and advanced crocheters because using them you can make any shape. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet. With those, You can make basically any shape you want, and you can create just about anything you want. You can make out the shapes and designs and structure of things. So structure wise, it's great. For me, I like the next uh, layer over that, which is the texture and the look of it. So, and again, like I said, this will stretch a bit. Heat's coming on. I'll have to sign off. But yeah, that's enough for my rant. I'm still debating that. We will see if maybe I love it in the end. Um, and if I'll still offer it because other people aren't as picky as I am. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I thought I would go over how I do these color changes, and in this one in particular, I guess, because I know this was something I had to look around and find how people do before, and some of it I just kind of figured out myself. So let me bring you down. So I'm at one before the color change, and this is actually the one I always actually make the color change happen. So whatever stitch you're doing, in this case, I'm doing half double crochet uh, in between these two legs. So as you see, it's starting to develop this V stitch due to it. In a regular half double crochet, it's this bit here, and the V is kind of going off to the side, and then there's this little guy here. So you're going kind of right in the middle of this little three-way chunk almost, actually. But how it's developed with this stitch is the two are showing, so that kind of helps. So half double crochet into it. I'm making sure it's coming out between the legs on the other side as well. And so I now have 3 loops on my hook. Let me bring that down. And normally, if you're finishing it off, you do this, right? You pull through all 3. But nope, not when you're color changing. So I'm bringing the yarn from the back. Oh wait, that's also what I've been doing. So the color I'm changing, I bring it to the front. They're going to be coming from the back to the front. So this color, so it basically is now making 4 along this one. And let me clarify that this technique in particular is what I've been doing to do the back and forth so that the yarn is always on the back. I have a different full tutorial on how to do in the round color changes, which I find easier because you don't have to worry about the back. But in this case, you do. So now we have 3/4 with this one that's pulled over, and we're taking from the back the next color, and we're using that to pull through. Now I usually give it like a little tug, make sure it's the tension is right. So now we're starting into the next color, and we just proceed with our regular stitch, whatever stitch we're using. And in this case, this book has 4 stitches long. So I'm going to do 3 regular half double crochets in between the legs. And then at the last one is where I'm going to make my color change. So you see I'm bringing the color forward. I have 3/4 loops on the hook, and I'm taking the next color, which will be from the back, and pull that through. Make sure that's how I want it. And then continue through this chunk of color. And that's basically all I do. I will show you how it looks, why this is important to swap them over once I get through this, because it does take a while to work through these due to this specific stitch I'm using. Okay, I have just turned my work, and so you see everything I pulled to the front, to the front, to the front. Now everything's in the back. So this way you're not pulling, kind of here you can see where it would be loose here. Let that focus. So if you pulled it, you would kind of have this obvious yarn that's kind of coming up across into this stitch that you'll be changing into. You can do it that way. There are some ways you can kind of manipulate that to look good. I find this works well for me, and so that's what I like to do. I like to pull them to the front as I'm working, so when I turn around, they're at the back again. And the back works well because they're kind of contributing and making reinforcing um, the little V stitch or the V look here. And so you can kind of see anywhere where they're a little loose, that is where they're left off. So you can just give them a little tug, make sure they are the way you want. So you can see also like you can kind of get a sense of that homemade feel that I was talking about. And, like these are a little janky in places. It's, oh, something happened there that I don't like. Maybe that one didn't get pulled to the front. That might have been why. So you kind of maybe get an idea there. Yeah, whatever happened around here, I don't like. So yeah, that was just a little show of how I color change back and forth. Okay, a little look-see before I get too ahead of myself. This is our second panel. So we have back, front panel, second front panel. I'm just kind of working my bed here, and I have started on the sleeve. I am kind of making this up as I go because I looked at the tutorial, just a disclaimer for this pattern. As far as I can tell within the pattern itself, it gives you grids and some instructions on how to make the panels, not the arms, unless I'm missing a file or something. They refer you to another person's pattern, which I guess they base the construction of this off of. Um, and so I was using that, and I didn't like it. Um, I didn't like how particularly they did the ribbing for the cuff, and I think they work it flat as well, which I was going to, and then I forgot about it, and I think this is actually going to be fine. So I did the ribbing like I like to do, and then I'm just matching the number of stitches that they used as they work into the arm. So it'll probably have a similar look, though I think this is bigger, but it should stretch as well. So I tried to make it tight. And so yeah, I'm kind of in the process of working on that. It's going to be experimental. We'll see how it goes. I'm keeping track um, of how many rows I'm working on. I think I need to do like 42, 48 or something. I'll double check when I feel closer to that. But yeah, that is where we are at this moment. Okay, people, I'm on a roll and I'm not really stopping to record. So this is kind of what you're going to get. I have finished the panels. I have sewn them together. I have made the arms actually. I'm pretty happy with how they sit on me. I put this on myself to see size. I'm right now just adding, where is the bottom? I'm starting the bottom ribbing first, then we'll be doing the top ribbing. So it's nearly done. Then, you know, loose ends and stuff like that. Let me see if I can show you the back for now. I'll give you a proper look later. But, ugh, that looks gross. Yeah, it's kind of cute, but it definitely needs to be blocked. I don't know if I'll wear it. I'm nervous that I'm gonna kind of hate it. Because when I'm just looking at it, I'm happy. When I put it on, I was not happy. So we're going to see if the ribbing and then the blocking helps things, and then I will show you a proper look at it later. Oh, the cat is kind of looking cute, isn't it? Here we have a little cactus. I like the bookshelves aren't just books. Otherwise that would look really boring. So those kind of elements really help. And like the teacup up here, you can't see that too well on another plant. So that was a very cool design choice. But yeah, for now, this is what we got. Doggy's over there. Yeah, check back soon. Okay, and here we have the final result. Things I like about it, I am happy with the colors actually. I am going to enjoy wearing these colors, and I like some aspects of the designs in the bookshelf and what I did with the sleeves. I'm still nervous about the half double crochets, and the back panel is a little too big. It kind of creates a lumpiness. But I don't know, maybe that's a nice look. I don't know. You guys let me know. I will link the original pattern in the description. I also have my own patterns for garments you can check out at my shop at Once Upon a Stitch Nook. But yeah, I would love to know your feedback and thoughts on this kind of whole process as well as the final product. Thanks for watching with me.